So, in today we will discuss the collection classes. Collection classes means there are some classes, predefined classes are there, which we will use it, and directly we can uh, um, use the methods of those classes, and these classes are normally commonly required when you will use the that list information, like suppose uh, you want to create, means you have learned the data structure programming. In data structure you have learned the stack queue, the linked list, and this list. So here there are several some predefined classes are there, generic classes, you can say generic classes, which is capable to handle any type of data, like suppose you want to store array of strings, list of strings, or you want to store list of students. So any type of data you can use, already that class is defined. You need to create the object uh, and store the information and access the methods. So here we will today we will discuss the some collection, some classes, because it is not possible to know all the classes. So many, several hundreds of classes are there which you can use, but we will see today some classes which is um, uh, required normally, like your data structure programs. So just see the structure of the frame, the collection of classes. That is a collection framework. The topmost interface, that is a interface. That name is collection. That is an interface, and under the interface there is a class. There is a interface list. There is a interface list, another interface queue, and third one is your set. These are the three interfaces under collection interface, and under that these interfaces, some classes are there. That is, array list is a class which is inherited from the list. Linked list is a class which is inherited from list as well as queue, and hash set, tree set, these are the classes inherited from set interface. And another independent interface is there, that is map independent. So this map independent is used to create a map type information. So there two classes are there, hash map and tree map. So today we'll discuss the array list, basically array list and linked list. Okay, and some, if time permits, then we will discuss some other things. Okay, so first we will see the array list. This is a class where the, like you are creating the array of strings, you are creating the array of integers, you are creating array of float data, you can create array of objects. So here array list class is capable to handle any type of data, that is maybe integer, maybe string, maybe in any object. Okay, so here there are some predefined methods are there using which you can process the array list. So the an array list stores a sequence of values whose size can change. An array list can grow and shrink as needed. That means the array list in the means the array list having, you know, the sequence of data, but here the array list you can increase or decrease as you needed. So array list class supplies methods for many common tasks such as inserting and removing elements. So from that array list, you can insert an element, you can remove an element. An array list expands to hold as many elements as needed. So you can expand it. So see the syntax. So directly we will go to the this direct slide. Just see the syntax here working with array list. So the syntax is array list, then within less than greater than the data type what you are going to store, then the array name, your array list name equal to new array list, again within less than greater than the data type, then parenthesis start end. This is a constructor. This is a constructor which will be executed and create array list of this type, string type here. Suppose if you write int, then integer type. If you write student, then student type. So this here, this is the method to create the array list of particular data. And the constructor with empty list will be created. Now, second, this is a method, add method. Using add method, you can add data to the array list. So here, suppose names is the array list name. Names dot add and means this will be added at the current position. Okay, last position. Add element at the end. System.out.println names. Here directly it is used the array list name. So directly it will print in this form within square bracket, data will be printed within separated by comma. Then this example names dot add 1 comma bob. See here add within only within quotation it is written. Here within parenthesis 1 comma bob means it will add the data, it will put or insert the data at the index position, at one position. And remember your index always starts from 0. So means here suppose in this sequence you have executed the commands, statements. Now here it will create the space. Here Anne and Cindy is stored, then it is printed like this. Now at one position means after N is at 0 position, then data will be inserted, BOB inserted. That means the array list will be N, BOB and Cindy. So this is the, so here we have used add method to add the data. At the end, if you give the index position, it will insert the data at the particular index position. And remember, index position starts from 0. Now, remove method. Remove method is used to remove the element from that specific index position. That means suppose in this example, names dot remove 0, that means it will remove 0 position. So at 0 position data is N, so N will be removed. Now data will be BOB Cindy. Okay, this. Next, names dot set 0 comma bill. Okay, means here this set method will replace the data. Replace the data. That means at 0 position, whatever data is there, that will be replaced with new one. Okay, add means insert at the end or insert at a particular index position. So set method is used to insert, to replace the at a particular index position. Next, string name equal to names dot get I. It means that there is another here, name is another variable, names is a array list. From names it will extract the data, get the data from I position, I index position. Okay, whatever I value will be there, that data will be stored in names. So get method will to get the data from the specific element index position. Next, string last equal to names get names dot size minus 1. So here size method, you know, the size method is returning the size of the array. So names dot size, that is, suppose here in this example size is 3, but your index position is -1. So here names dot get names dot size, that is 3 minus 1, that is 2. Okay, from the 2 index position it will extract the data and store it at. So get method is used to get from particular index position. Now here get method is used, size method is returning the size of the array list -1, that is in last index position of the array list. From that it gets the data and store in last. So here array list integer squares equal to new array list integer parenthesis, means here it is creating integer type data array list, the name is squares equal to new array list integer parenthesis. That means here construct an array of holding 10, that is see the program is hidden. Okay, so here the data will be 10 data will be added at the position. This is the example, one small example, integer array. Okay, so this is about the add method and set method and add, set, get and remove method we have discussed about the array list. Now sort an array list. Sort means automatically it will sort the data of the array list. So you have to mention how to sort. Okay, so sort method is also there. Useful class, that is Java util package, that collection of class. The sort method, you know, to sort the array. So in Java linked list, you know, in C programming data structure you have learned linked list. Linked list means at any position you can insert, you can extract the data, you can remove a link data, and like this. Here linked list also there, class used to double linked list format. For double linked list you will use, okay, this linked list class. So it provides linked list data structure. It inherits the abstract list class and implements list and deque interfaces. So there are it inherits from abstract list. This is a class, then list and deque interface. These are the two interface. From this linked list is inherited, which we have seen in the diagram. Here linked list is inherited from list, queue. Okay, so these are the interfaces. So important points about Java linked list are: Java linked list class can contain duplicate element. Java linked list class maintain insertion order. Java linked list class is non-synchronized. In Java linked list class, manipulation is fast because no shifting needed to occur. Java linked list class can be used as list, stack or queue. Okay, for these three purposes you can use. Next is sets. sets class. Set is a unordered collection. You know set in mathematics you have learned set. So set is a unordered collection. It does not support duplicate elements. Okay. If if you put any duplicate element, it will not put it internally. So it does not support to duplicate elements. So the set difference between the array list and sets is, in the array list you can put the duplicate data. In sets it is automatically remove the duplicate data. You know set in mathematics, same thing is here. The collection does not keep track of orders in which elements have been added. So it is not, there is no sequence. That means, therefore, it can carry out its operation more efficiently than an ordered collection. So here it will not put the data in a order. It just put the data. Okay. So two classes has set and tree set classes both implements that set interface. So sets is a interface, which is set is a interface. Okay, which will be used by hash set or tree set. You know tree, the same method is applied here. So hash set stores data in hash table, tree set stores the data in binary tree. You know the binary tree, same thing will be here. Both implements arrange the set, arrange the set elements so that finding, adding and removing element is efficient. So now let us see a program. Where we can use these things. Just see the program here. Class array list. Inside that main method, here array list string list. The name is list equal to new array list string parenthesis. So this indicates that what type of data you are going to store in that array list. Okay, because it is a generic data type handler. So here you can put any type of data. What type of data you want to store, that you have to mention. Then list.add Ravi. So it will add the data. Where it will add? It will add at the end. Now when this line executed in this program, there is no data. Here empty array list is created. So at the 0 position it will be stored. List.add Vijay. So at the 1 position it will store. Next 2 position, next 3 position. Like this way it continues. And if you want to get the size currently, so it will return 4. But the index position is 0, 1, 2, 3. So to print the array list directly, you can use the array list name in the println method. So another class is there, which is a iterator class, and that is mainly used to use the array list. But here iterator class is, you can say, the child class of array list. So through the iterator class you can access the data only. Iterator is mainly used to access the data only. So here in this example, iterator itr equal to list dot iterator, means the list class, list object, iterator method is there, inbuilt iterator method is there, that is pointing to itr. Now while itr dot hash nest parenthesis, hash nest means if it is data, then here it will print. So as hash nest, this iterator itr has having a method hash nest. So here hash nest will return whether next data is there or not. Means you can say itr is a pointer, itr is a reference to a particular position of the list, array list. So now let us see, let us execute this program. So array list 1. Okay, so next, array list 1. So when we have printed here, just see here, when we have printed using println directly array name, array list name, so it is printed within square bracket the data. To print in separately, here it is one iterator is used to uh, point the iterator to the existing list. Then it will here as next method is used, and next method of ITR will extract the next data, the point, it extract the data and point to the next element, extract the data, point to the next element. So similarly here, just see another program, array list 4. So just see here, data is added, then uh, list iterator is another class that is also inherited from this array list. So there list iterator class, and similar things is used here. But remember here it will be uh, um, extract from the end. So list iterator will extract the data from the end in the reverse order. It will extract. Okay. The last one will be the first out. So previous, 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 like this, it will access. Okay. Next, this method is using a get method. Already we have discussed, to extract the data from the particular index position. And here this for each method also, it will traversing list from for each. Here for each method is it is introduced in Java 8. Before that it was not there. So it extracts from the similar thing will be executed, but for each method from a particular, it will handle a particular element, and for each element it will do something. Okay. So now let us execute this program, array list 4. Java array list 4. Just see, data are stored traversing list through list iterator, then traversing through for loop, then see data is your like this. Data it is kept Rabi, Vijay, Rabi, Ajay. But when you have printed using list iterator, it has printed Ajay, Rabi, Vijay, Rabi. Okay. Then traversing list for using for loop, Rabi, Vijay, Rabi, Ajay. So this is the actual series, and here it is printed in reverse. So Rabi, Vijay, Rabi, Ajay, Rabi, Vijay, Rabi, Ajay. In every function method, for each or for each remaining, everywhere it is access like. But here for each you can point to a particular position. So this is a second program which I was trying to show. Next, array list sort. Array list sort. Here array list is created, data is created. Then there is a sort method that is to the collection. Just go through this. There is a cars array list created. Volvo, BMW, Ford, Mazda. These are the 4 cars added in the cars array list. Then collection dot sort cars. So here cars will be sorted in the ascending order and stored in the collections collections is your interface. So sort is the method of collections interface. So that will sort the data and change the position of the cars. So then for string I colon cars, so I will be pointing to individual elements. Then here it will print the individual car value. Now let us see, execute this program, array list sort. So alphabetically it is sorted. So data is now there in the alphabetical order. So when you are sorting in alphabetical order, so it stores it access in it orders in the ascending order. Then another example, linked list. Linked list is here similar type like a list, but here you can put insert, so many other methods are there like here add all method, add first method, add last method. So these are the methods which is used in the linked list. And data type you will use, class name is you can use linked list. Okay, so let us execute this program, linked list 1. What is that program name? Linked. So here initial list of elements null. After invoking add method, Rabi, Vijay, Ajay. After invoking add, again index position, this is the data. After invoking add all, this is the data. After invoking add all, again this is the data. After invoking add first, so locus will be added before all the data. So add last will insert, add at the end. Okay, so this is the example of linked lists. Then set method, set interface. So using set interface, just see here, tree set. Tree set is a method, is a class. So using which you can store the data. Rabi, Vijay, Rabi, Ajay, that will be inserted in the tree. You know the tree, binary tree. The lower value, the first value will be the parent. The lower value from in the left side of the parent. The higher value will be right side of the parent. So here Rabi, Vijay, Ajay, Rabi, Ajay will be inserted, added automatically. And when you will access, because binary value, when you will access the binary value, go through the traverse the binary value, it will traverse in which order? Who can say? Binary value will be traversed in which order? Binary value will traverse in which order? Okay. So in the alphabetical order, it is sorted top to bottom. So these are some programs which I will share with you. Okay. If in the exam it will come, then you can write also, but fundamental things may come. So this is all about your course.